mic is muted.
Okay. Uh, the question was that you have to recognize the word mean from the input program. You have to write the code and what will be the logic for that. First, you have to check the input yum. You have to find where yum is there. Once you read yum as an input, you can check whether second alphabet is A or not. Then you have to check third alphabet I and fourth alphabet it should be N. If you read yum as an input, second alphabet it should be A, and if it is not A, then again you have to continue reading the input. So take the input but do not go for checking A. You have to check whether yum is there or not. When you find yum, if second alphabet is A, then you will check third alphabet if it is A, I or not. If third alphabet is not I, then again you have to check for yum as an input. So in the input character, if yum is the input, then you will check second alphabet to be A. If it is A, then you have to check whether third is I. If it is I, then you have to check whether fourth input is yum. This way you have to continue. So the snippet of the code is there. Saying cap, so read the character. While character is not equal to yum. While it is not yum, you have to continue the read operation. Now seen and read it in the cap. Until you find yum, you have to repeat it. Then whenever you find yum as an input, check whether next input is A or not. If Cin, that is the next alphabet, if Cin cap is not equal to A, that means second input after yum, if it is not A, then again go to the step 1. Now what is step 1? Cin cap, the first one. This one. This is the first step. So you have to continue it until you find yum. When you find yum, then second alphabet, if it is A, then you will check whether it is A, whether it is I or not for the third alphabet. If third alphabet is I, then only we will check whether fourth one is N or not. If it is not I, if third input is not I, then again it is go to the step 1, and step 1 is this one. Again check input input. Take input, check whether it is yum or not. So this will continue. This is the program logic that you have to write. So same is explained here. Initialize, look for yum, recognize yum. If yum is recognized, then look for A. If it has recognized yum A, then look for I, and it should be in continuation. In between yum and A, there should not be any type of alphabet. So yum A, then if MAI is recognized, then look for N. And if N is not the fourth input in continuation to I, then again it has to go back. Again look for yum. It will not look for N. It will look for yum. This we have to perform using finite automata. You can write a code, and same thing we are going to implement using finite automata. Now each input, it can be considered as an alphabet or input letter for the transition. There are different states of the machine. Initialization, it is the first state. Whatever the first state is there, it is initial state or start state. Then for the start state, as we are going to recognize word yum, the first alphabet which we are going to look for is yum. Out of 26 alphabets from the English language, what we are going to check whether the input is yum or not. So for input yum only it will change the state. Then it looks for A, and if next input is not A, then again it will look for yum. So this is the logic and same we have to represent using transition diagram and some transition table, which are the part of finite automata. So each step belongs to some different place in the recognition process, and it can be represented using graph. So each node in the graph represents a step in the process. Then arcs or the lines in the graph represent movement from one state to another. So there is transition from one state to another state, or one node to another node. So you have learned already, you have learned the graph, what is the node, what is the arc. So that you have learned. So same thing we are going to use here, but in addition to that, we are going to have some input alphabet. Then labels on the arc. So what are the input is there? M, A, I, N. These are the alphabets that we are going to check, and it should be in continuation. But along with that, we can have any other alphabet from the English. So those are the alphabet letters which will be input for the machine, and that will be the label on the arc. So label on the arc correspond to the input required to make a transition. So let me show it. So here, this 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, these are the state names. Circle represents one state, and within circle whatever is written, it represents the name of the state. This line or arrow from one circle to another, there is an arrow. This arrow represents the transition from state 0 to state 1, state 0 to state 1, state 2 to state 3, or from state 2 to state 4. These are the transitions. So arrow represents movement from one state to another state. On this arrow there are some alphabets. On each arrow there is one alphabet, A, B, C, like this, or 0, 1, or AB. So these alphabets or letters represent the input. This is called as the input of that particular transition. There is a transition from state 1 to state 2 whenever there is an input B. But that B is followed by A. So first input is A, then only it will move from start state to next state. On next state input is B, then it moves to another state. On another state, that is state 2, there may be input B or C. So if input is B, it goes to state 3. If input is C, it goes to state 4. So this is called as a transition. This is transition from one state to another. Same thing we have to implement, where input for the transition, it will be alphabets, and the input which we are going to look for is M, A, I, N, and that should be in continuation. After M, if A is there, then only the next state. After A, if I is there, then only next state. And after I, if N is there, then final state. Now this double circle represents final state. So I will draw the diagram. Before that, we will see the definition of finite automata. The definition of finite automata: it is a simple, idealized machine used to recognize patterns. Idealized machine used to recognize patterns. So there are some patterns. Now here, what is the pattern? A string which consists of word main. A string which consists of main as a string, or string main itself is the pattern for our finite automata. Within the input taken from some character set or alphabet, it can be represented as a C or alphabet, the symbol. The job of a finite automata is to accept or reject. So what is the job of finite automata? Either it will accept or it will reject an input depending on whether the pattern defined by the finite automata occurs in the input. Now for the given question, the pattern is main. We have to check whether main is there or not. If it is there, then accept. If it is not there, then reject. Now reject means what? It will remain on some intermediate state which is not final state. It may go to the reject state, which we can add along with initial, final and intermediate state. It is optional. Either we can add it or we can neglect it, or we can skip it. So finite automata will either accept or reject input. Whatever input is given, it will be accepted or rejected. Now what it will consist of? if finite automata is there, then what it will consist of? It will consist of a finite set of states. There may be n states which are limited sets or limited states, and there is a set of such states. Now what is the state? State 0, state 1, state 2, state 3, state 4. जो भी सर्कल के अंदर लिखा था, each of that is called as a state, and some limited number of states are there, and all those states belong to set S. So S is a finite set of states. Then special start state. So the state before which there is no other state, but there is an incoming arrow. Only incoming arrow is there, but before incoming arrow there is no state. So such state is called as a initial state or start state. Then final state or final states. So it is a set of final states. It may be a single or multiple final state. Then transition from one state to another. So transition function is there, delta. It is the transition from current state to another state on given input. So for current state, if input is A, then what will be the next state? For current state, input is B, what will be the next state? That moment or transition is there, and it is called as a transition function. So these are the different parts, and in addition to that, fifth one is there, the character set or the letter set, and it is called as alphabet. So finite automata can be presented graphically. That is what called as a transition diagram, with modes for states and arc for transition. Node represents one state and arc represents one transition. Now how the finite automata execute and what are the steps performed during execution of finite automata. So beginning in the start state, it begins with start state. If the next input character matches the label on a transition from current state to next state, then go to the next state. Whatever transition we have shown, on that we have to write some alphabet, and if next input matches with that alphabet or with letter on the transition, then it moves from current state to next state. If not, then it will remain on the same state, or it may go to some another state. Continue making transition on each input character. If no more is possible, then stop. If in accepting state, that means if it goes to the final state, then we say that the string is accepted or input is accepted. And for current input, if there is no next state, it may remain on the same state, or it may go to the reject state. So for the current state, there is some input, and for that input, it may go to the next state, or next state means it is a valid state, and beyond that we can accept the input, or it moves from current state to a reject state, and after reject state, once it goes to the reject state, it cannot come back to the intermediate state, initial state or final state. The next input is skipped and your machine rejects, or the automata rejects input. So that input is rejected. So these are the steps which are performed in the finite automata. So these are the diagrams that you have seen in the last lecture. Now what is states? Let's consider the second diagram where inputs are A, B and two states are there, 0 and 1. This state 0 is called as the initial state because there is an incoming arrow. So this incoming transition is there, or incoming arrow is there. Direction of arrow is towards state 0, but before this arrow there is no state. So Q0 or this 0 state is called as an initial state. Normally what we use is Q0 or Q0 as the initial state, Q1, Q2, Q3 and so on as the next steps. Then A is the input. Now here two inputs are there, A and B. For state for state 0, if input is A, it moves from state Q0 to state Q1. So there is arrow from state 0 to state 1. And from state 0 to state 1, it moves only on input A. For input A only, it goes to state 1. Now state 1 is double circled. There are two circles. It means it is a final state and it is an accepting state. Now this A is followed by any number of B. So after A as an input on initial state, it goes to final state, and on final state it reads any number of B's. This circle, on the circle there is an arrow starting from the state 1 and it goes to next state, again it is a state 1. This is called as a self loop. This is called as a self loop. Now what it means, B can be repeated or B can be provided as an input 0 or more times. This is called as a K star. Star, whatever you have written, star is 0 or more times. So here 0 can be repeated or 0 can be provided as an input, and it can be repeated 0 or more times, and the next state will be 1 always. The next state will be 1 always, and string is accepted. So what is the set? Now what that language will consist of? What it will consist of? It will consist of string A, comma, AB, comma, A double B, comma, A 3 times B, comma, A n number of times B. Any number of times B can be there, but after first A is required. First input it should be A only. If on state 0, if we provide input B, then string is rejected. That means it will not go to the final state. Now what is the final state? State 1. The state 1 is a final state. So it will not go to the final state. That is what the string rejection is there. So for input A as a first alphabet, and after that any number of times B will be there. Now on state 1, is B, and it can be any number of times, but A input is not accepted. So the string which belongs to the language, it may be A, B repeated any number of times. So what we can say, B is repeated 0 or more times after A. So string is AB star. String is AB star. Here on 0 there is a loop, self loop. This is called as a self loop. On 1, again self loop is there on input 0. From 0 there is a transition to state 1 on input 0, and from 1 there is a transition to state 0 on input 1. It moves from 1 to 0. Now what it can represent, it is a NOT gate. If we compare it with the gate, NOT gate, then for 0 input, output is 1. That means 0 is converted to 1, and if 1 is the input, the output will be 0. So if you consider 0 and 1 as the output within the circle, then for input 1 it generates output 0, and for 0 input it generates output 1. So it can be a NOT gate. But this is not the diagram for NOT gate. In that case we should have both the states as a final state. Here we have only one final state. So here required input. What will be the required input? It will accept at least a string of length 1, a minimum string with length 1, and the symbol it should be 0. So it can be 1 repeated any number of times, then after that 0. It should be at least once, and 0 is again repeated any number of times. After first 0, any number of times 0 will be there. But again if 1 is there, it goes back to the state 0. It goes back to state 0, and on input 0 and it goes to final state. So we will draw these diagrams. I will show the diagram how to draw it. So this is the transition diagram. So all these are transition diagrams. Circles are states. The lines or arcs represent transition, and any alphabet written above that particular transition is called as the input for the transition. The input alphabet for particular transition. So there are some examples that I have written. It will be a 4-state finite automata which will recognize a word with 3x. 3x we have to read then in that case it requires 4 states. So a number of the minimum length of the string plus 1, it provides you the number of states required. Three-state finite automaton to recognize Pascal variable name. So one or more letters or digits should be there. This is the rule and it belongs to the Pascal language. So Pascal variable names, and for that we need 3 states finite automaton. Again, if you want to recognize the binary string which ends with 111, which ends with 3 times 1, then you need 4-state finite automaton. Similar to finite automata, we have FSM, finite state machine, or it is also called as a finite state automaton. So what it is? A finite automata or finite state machine or finite state automata or simply a state machine. It is a mathematical model of computation. It is an abstract machine that can be in exactly state 1, it may be state 2, 3, 4, any state, but at any time during the execution of finite state machine or automaton, it will be in only one state. It will be in only one state. It cannot have 2 states at same instance of time. The same instance, it cannot be in 2 different states. FSM can change from one state to another in response to some input, and that change from one state to another is called as a transition. So for given input, for so finite state machine, again it behaves like a finite automaton. First, deterministic finite automata or finite state machine, and second is non-deterministic finite state machine. It will be defined using 5 tuples. We call it as a tuples. So 5 different tuples are there, or 5 different elements. States, then initial state, final state, inputs, and transition diagram. So number it may be a single final state, only one initial state, and transition function. So it represents from current input, for current input from current state where it goes to the in the machine. So what will be the next state? That is what represented using transition function. The finite state machine has less computational power than other computational models like PDE and Turing machine, so push-down automata and Turing machine, due to limit on the memory, as there is no memory for finite state machine. Remember this difference. Finite state machine does not have a memory, whereas PDE and Turing machine, push-down automata and Turing machine, will have their own memories. Remember the intermediate results. Finite state machine only have state, transition, and input. There is no memory to store the result or the output of the transition or output of the automaton. So that is the limit on finite state machine, due to which it is having less computational power. It can be observed in many devices. Whatever the automaton is there, we can observe its behavior in many devices. nearby the environment where we are living. So in our it dispense product when the proper combination of coins is deposited. So when we provide a input is coin. So proper combination, that means the amount, the minimum amount required for dispatch of product, that is predefined. So you have to provide that amount as the input. So coin will be there, or it may be a note currency, the local currency of the particular nation. Depending on that, it dispenses some product. Then elevator, it has some sequence of stops, and it will be determined the flow request by the rider. So what will be the flow request? A random request may be there. First someone may press, second someone may press 9, then third person may press 6, and after starting from ground floor, it will stop on the floors 2, 6 and 9. It will not go from 2 to 9 and then come back to 6. It first stops on second floor, then goes to the 6th floor, and then stops on the 9th floor. So again, elevator is an example. Then traffic lights, which change the sequence when the particular time set is time is set, and for that particular time set, it remains on one state. After the time trigger, it goes to the another state. So from red to green, green to orange, from red to orange, green. Start way it behaves. Then combinational locks, which requires some input of the sequence, and it is the sequence of numbers in the proper order. So for that sequence of numbers in the proper order, the combinational lock will work. As a these examples can be considered as an example of the state machine or finite state automaton. What is the language accepted by finite automaton? The language which is accepted by finite automata, it is called as a regular language. Again, note down this point. The language which is accepted by finite automata is called as a regular language. It is accepted by finite automata. It is the language which can be expressed using regular expression. Regular expression we will see in the second unit. But remember this point, the language which is represented or expressed using regular expression is a regular language. It is generated by type 3 grammar. So type 3, type 2, type 1 and type 0. Type 3 is innermost type or innermost circle in the diagram that we have seen, Chomsky hierarchy. And type 0 is the outermost. Regular language, it is used in parsing and programming language design. Finite automata, it is regular language, then expressed using regular expression. Then it can be it is generated by type 3 grammar. It is used in parsing and programming language design. The example is language over alphabet AB, string starting with A and ending with double B. So this is just one example. Now how that automata will look like, how it behaves, that I will explain. Again, some more examples of DFA, deterministic finite automata. Now why it is called as a deterministic? A simple difference. The basic difference I will explain. There are two types, deterministic and non-deterministic. The types of finite automata or FSM, finite state machine. So DFA, deterministic means what? Here we have the state Q0. Q0 is the initial state. Now for Q0, when in for Q0 as the current state, if input is A, next it is QF. For Q0, if input is A, next it For Q naught, if input is B, for Q, then for B as an input, next state is a D. Understand from here, for any input, for state is defined or next state is fixed, there is only one next state. Next state for the same input. For current state Q naught, if input is A, it goes to QF state only. It does not move to any other state. If input is B, it goes to state B. That means from current state, it moves to some again on the QF also self loop is there. For itself. So on different inputs, what we can do, we can have same next state. So it is possible, but for single input, whatever the input A is there or input B may be there, next state is only one state. It will not have more than one next state. That is called deterministic. What is non-deterministic, that you can observe here. On input 0, it Q naught on input 0, next state is Q1. So there are two next state. For there are two possible next state. It is called as a non-deterministic finite. Go to the state Q naught only. It means alternative. So there are some external links which are available, which are shared in the PPT. You can just click on these links. It will open the Wikipedia or some other resources from the videos or some other university. Okay. So what I will do the final diagram of FSN, which will recognize the string main, for which we have to write the code. So how it works. Okay, let me start a new project. I hope it's visible. Okay, so what we are going to do, we have to accept the string, recognize the string. So what will be the string? It is name that we are going to recognize. So for that, what you have to do, we have to draw the finite automaton. So let me start with the initial state. Initial state may be Q naught. Incoming arrow without any prior state. It's called as the initial state. Then it goes to next state. Now what is the required input? The first alphabet that we have to accept is M. So on the transition what I will write M. Now if input is M, now there are 26 alphabets. A to Z, right? So out of this A to Z, what we have to do, we have to just find out this word using alphabets. These 4 alphabets in sequence we have to read. If it is there, then accept that particular input. Now first input, what we have to read is M. This is the first input that we need. So for input, whatever character we are going to read, in our program we have written character as input, right? So for this character, if input is M, then from current state Q naught, it goes to next state. Let me draw it. Q1. The state is Q1. Now after M, if input is A, so required input is A. So on Q1, if input is A, it goes to next state. Q2, and input here on the transition it is A. So for input A, it goes to next state Q2, but after M, any other input is there. Then it goes back to the Q naught state. So it is not A. I will write as a not A instead of writing 25 alphabets. The possible inputs are A to Z. Now instead of A, input will be B to Z. So from B to Z, if any input is provided as an input, any alphabet is provided as an input, then it goes back to the state Q naught. But if input is A after M, if input is A, it goes to state Q2. From Q2, it goes to next state. But when input is I. Okay, so it goes to next state. What will be the next state? Q3. Next state can be Q3. So if input is m, it goes to next state q1. If input is a, next state q2. Again from q2. If other than I, if input is other than I, then it goes back to first state. So not I. If input is not I. Same way, after I, what we have to read is n. We have to read n. So if n is the input, here, if input is n, then it goes to next state. Let's say it is q4. Now, after here we are not going to read any alphabet. We have recognized the string main as our motto is satisfied, or whatever the motto is there, it is done. With the acceptance or recognition of string n, the finite automata will be in the final state. So just mark it with double circle. This is how the final state is recognized. But on Q3, if any other input is there other than n, then again it goes back to the Q0 state. So let me try it here. So from Q3, if input is not n, it goes to initial state and again look for the m as an input. Again look for m as an input. And if n is an input on the Q3, then it goes to final state. This is called as an accepting state. This is called as an accepting state. As accepting state is there, finite automata has reached to the final state. That means the input is recognized. The required string is recognized. It has satisfied the purpose of main as a substring. Somewhere main should be there. In our program, if main is not there and if we compile it, it generates the error. Main method is required. So same way here it requires main. If the main is not there in the program, it generates the error. And all these states. Now here Q4 is called as a final state. Q3, Q1 and Q2. Q1, Q2 and Q3. These three states are called as intermediate state. And Q0, the first state, Q0, Q0, that is called as an initial state or start state. So if finite automata, whatever the machine or automata we have designed, if it remains in any of the first four states, Q0, Q1, Q2 and Q3, Q0, Q1, Q2 and Q3, if finite automata remains in any of these states, after reading complete input, whatever input we have provided, and after reading complete input, if it remains in any of these four states, then the string is rejected. Input is rejected. And if it reaches final state, then the string is accepted. Now on Q4, let's say on the Q4, if any other input is there, it shows the self loop. So here it is a self loop. And A to Z, any input is accepted. So this is a self loop.
Sir, time.
What happened? Yes, what happened? Those who are having problem, they can leave. So what I said, if the string is accepted, then the machine is in final state. If it is not accepted, then the machine or automaton is in non-final state. So initial state, if it is not final, then also it is called as a non-final state. Then intermediate states, which are not start or final state, are intermediate states and non-accepting state, or a reject state may be there, which we can add in addition. So that state is also called as a non-accepting state. For any of these states, the string or input is not accepted, and for final state, the string is accepted. That example I have shown for the question for which the program was asked. You have to write the program to recognize the string main. Same I have represented in the automaton using some states. So what is the length of string that we have to recognize? It is 4. The length of the string is 4. According to formula, to construct or design a finite automaton which will recognize the string main whose length is 4, we need 5 steps. So number of alphabets in the string with minimum length. Now here we have only one string, main. Length of the main string is 4, M-A-I-N, 4 characters or letters are there, plus 1. Length of string plus 1. That much number of states, that is 5 states are required to draw or to design finite automaton. Consider another string. Let's say the string is 0, 1, 0. What I have to do? I have to recognize the input, or I have to accept the input if it contains a substring 0, 1, 0. Now what substring means? The string which is part of another string. Substring 0, 1, 0. It may be part of a larger string, and that larger string will be the input. But what I have to check whether it contains 0, 1, 0 as a substring, whether it is there or not. So what I have to check? The substring 0, 1, 0. Now length is 3. I am not going to check complete string. I will take the input, whatever complete string is there, but the machine or automaton will change its state from state 1 to state 2, state 2 to state 3, and so on, only when it satisfies the condition. So if input is 0, it changes state from current state to next. If first input is 0, because substring is 0, 1, 0, so first input it should be 0. If it is there, then it will change the state from start state to next state. If first input is 1, it remains on the same state. That means there is a self loop. Whenever we say it remains on the same state, we say it a self loop. So there is an arrow from state from current state, it goes to next state, and both states are same. Current and next state both are same. Then next input it has to recognize is 1. So first 0, then second 1. So from second state, the input 1 is required. If it is 0, it remains on same state. If input is the 1, then it goes to the next state, that is state 3. Again, on state 3, input should be 0. It shall not accept any other input, and if it is there, then go back to the first state. If not,
Sir, your voice is breaking a lot.